welcome back to The Average. Hello and welcome back to The Average, everyone. Today we're going to do a sketchbook tour. Zelda, do you mind? Sketchbook I've had for longer than a year, but I've been doing a lot of stuff in it. Can't even begin to tell you when I started it how like bogged down and not artistic I felt. I just felt super in a rut, super depressed, and just was drawing whatever because yeah, I didn't know what to draw. So I was just practicing, I think, in the beginning. I wanted to enter this art competition, so I was doing like some thumbnails of self-portrait, and yeah, I don't know, it came out weird, so I think I've painted over it on the big canvas. But these were just like some ideas of that, and then I was thinking like maybe I could do around the outside some mosaics of like neurons and stuff, and it would be about depression and really reflective in that way, but it seemed a bit too deep to get the point across. I don't know. So here I am, obviously, of course, drawing neurons and then seeing how I could make them interesting, like maybe they're like fire and sparkly. And then there's some more thumbnails. Here's a little watercolor of my face, which I do like because I think it's really interesting, the shapes, but I don't know if it looks like me that much. Here's some more practice. You'll see a lot now from within this book that I go back and reuse pages. A lot of this stuff isn't linear. It's kind of like I've drawn this small study of heads and probably left all of this blank, and then I've come back to just use up space because I've been using this a lot for just studies and thumbnails and, as you can see, just whatever. So I've been trying to just use this paper for whatever reason I need to. I think this was like one of my videos last year, trying out these super neon crayon pens, which was quite fun. This is just, I wanted to do a story about cats. No crying. Anyway, I'm gonna do, excuse me, story about cats. I think that's still in the works. Here is some head studies, some random head drawings. You can see a lot of sparsity going on here, so we're just gonna ignore that and go to the next page. Pretty sure these were like super cute, and then what I did is I gessoed over them and they became like extremely creepy. I still like them, yeah, but no. This picture of Oreo is weird, but I like it. These are some doodles, thumbnails for this image. That was a YouTube video last year about the glow-in-the-dark paint. It's become really chalky, actually, looking back at it. I don't think it was this chalky when I filmed it, so maybe after a while it becomes this kind of dusting, so something to be aware of. Here are some, this is Zelda, some quotes. I wanted to do an Uno reverse card in like an acrylic charm style. I don't know how relevant that is anymore because people are, you know, that joke's come and gone, but you can always still do it. An empty page, brilliant. Some sketches of women using the style that I like, which is alcohol markers and just a black pencil for the line work. I think, yeah, this was when I drew my famous clothes women as little thumbnails. I made these all into stickers, which was really fun. Here is a random doodle page of quotes and cats, which I do like. I love these, how these come out in a sketchbook, because they seem a little bit more like a diary, or it gives you a vibe of how you're feeling at the time. It's my friend Dale who was like, draw me, and I've been trying to be able to draw him and he just looks nothing like him, which is really annoying because I want to get it right. Here is some Taylor Swift drawings. I did the same thing but with her Eras tour. I really enjoyed doing these actually. So I really like doing like big, I was gonna say big pictures of little things, but like I did this for Animal Crossing characters before and I really enjoyed it, so I think I want to do it again but with something. Maybe I'm thinking Schmitzky, because those are they're kind of my new obsession. These things, in case you don't know, they glow in the dark and they're I'm actually obsessed with them. I'm not even joking, they're my new current obsession. Got like one box and that was it. These are more Taylor Swift quotes. I will not be taking any Taylor Swift slander in the comments, thank you. More exercises. I don't know what is going on here. More Taylor Swift. I think we're seeing an obsessive pattern. This was just before I was going to see her in concert, so, and I think I was doing a lot of shorts of like her costumes and things like that because it was just fun at the time. These are from movie stills. I really like this one. It has a lot of character to it. I think they're from that movie X. I might be wrong. What's that movie where she's like, I'm a star, I'm gonna be a star? Can't remember. This was just some diary entries, weirdly. Like drew random stuff, and then yeah, I said my parents' garden was always full of whimsy, and actually when you looked at it deep down, it didn't make a lot of sense. Rude. This was the infinity pencil that I tested out, because I was like, is it really infinity? Is it really infinite? And yeah, it pretty much is, but then I lost the nib. So is it infinite? That's the question. Some thumbnails for comic ideas. Still, the Haunted Water Park comic is still in my mind, guys. I know it's been a few years of me saying this. I still haven't done it. Again, this was like a mood board for said comic. I really like the way that this turned out. I like the colors and stuff, so this is probably what it would look like. Oh, another blank page. This is good actually, because I will use this. Stop crying! You're interrupting some very personal, deep commentary. This is Zoom meetings, people at work. I don't know what I'm doing here. I think I was in a bit of an art rut here as well. Using these Caranda Ash crayons, which I got loads of. So I'll be using a lot more of those hopefully, because I do really like using them. Just drawing random things, mostly Oreo, because you know, I'm obsessed with my cats. These are more Taylor Swift drawings. Taylor Swift. And then there was this trend on TikTok where women were dancing to this song with the same like dance, but changing outfits every time they like moved. So I did a couple of those. Some cat draw. Stop!
I'm trying to draw, you know. She's like, oh, you're trying to do something. Look, I know Warrior's out there. But you know what happened last time? You went out and you didn't come back until like 3 a.m.
You're housebound. And then that's simple as that. Okay? Thank you. Oh, she's rude. More Taylor Swift, of course. I'm a bit embarrassed at this point, actually. Looking like an obsession there. These were 4 packs of pins. This is Chris. This is my baby niece. This is a boat. These were testing out these like metallic watercolors that I got from Amazon, which is really cool. Thumbnails. Okay, another empty page. I guess this sketchbook isn't as finished as I once had myself believe. This was during work. On Fridays, we would sometimes draw. So in this scenario, it was like random backgrounds that appeared. It was like a website that showed you a background for a minute and then you had to draw it, which was really fun, interesting. More random doodles. I think this is doodles from Hunger Games, the most recent one, and you know, if you've read that book, you know how painful it is. These are some live drawings of the cats, which I really enjoy because some of them just don't make any sense, but you can really get the expressions of the cats and like their vibe, which is really cool. I like this one where I'm poking Pester with my foot and she's like, what? Or this one where I'm like, stop moving. Whose cat is this? But yeah, very fun, very fun. Love drawing cats, which is probably obvious, you know. These are some, I think this was for a video as well, actually. Can't remember what I used, if these are paint pens. I think they're paint pens, and I hate this face of this woman, but yeah. Oh, this was my desk drawing. Some random doodles. This is my parents' dog, Trufa. Some ink drawings with some alcohol markers, which I really like. I think some, you can get pens that work with alcohol markers. I think this particular one, the Copic pen, works, or you can do the alcohol markers and then do the pen on top, which I'm not sure if I did that here. Can't remember. Went to a zoo, so I was drawing, live drawing of these animals. Obviously it's incredibly difficult to draw live beings that are constantly moving around, so you have about 5 seconds to try and capture more of gesture than anything else, like the hunchback of this monkey. It's a bit rude, sorry monkey. Or just their posture, like how they're posing and things like that. Just get a vibe. Otherwise it's impossible. Some more terrible drawings. some drawings using just alcohol markers and pencils. This is a pastel drawing and she looks absolutely insane. Like her face looks insane, but it's still quite cute. It doesn't really look like her, but I quite like it. And this is Oreo, some photos. No, I took a video of him playing with his toy and then I just drew them out, like his playing, which was fun. More random doodles. This was for, I don't know if you've seen it, but I did a set painting for a local pantomime. And I was just thinking like what the color scheme might be and what it would look like, and it was so fun to do. Absolutely exhausting. We're doing it again this year. Obviously I didn't do this by myself, but we're doing it again this year, hopefully, and it's going to be super fun. Yeah, it was great. Very tiring. What was I doing here? Just exploring color again. I don't know why. I was just like, oh, I need to redo the color wheel again and figure that out and just try to work new colors. And then I did some block paintings of the colors. I don't know why, probably just to loosen up his Oreo again. You can see I'm a bit obsessed with Oreo. I'm really interested in the way light falls in paintings and like how some people can capture like shadows on ground. So I was really interested in doing that. I entered a local art competition and it was to draw, it was go to paint like a graveyard. And I was just doing studies of it and like maybe I was thinking I could capture the shadows on the stonework, but I didn't really manage it. This was a Tamagotchi doodle. I said that in one breath. Tried to capture the shadows of the graveyard. This is a Tamagotchi doodle. A little juxtaposition for you guys to really just mess with your minds there. This is a live drawing event I went to of drawing this girl. She was just, I think we did like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and then half an hour. I can't remember. It's something like that. Usually I would note down the time, but I just didn't hear for some reason. This is some pattern stuff. This is the cow from Mario Kart, which is, I love him, her. I always call it him. Don't know why. It's obviously a girl. This was the strawberry dress. Just wanted to doodle it. Another doodle of another lady in a nice outfit. This was me trying to figure out what my setup was going to be for Comic-Con, Thought Bubble in Leeds, well, in Harrogate near Leeds. And yeah, the day before we were going to fly there, we had intensive flooding in Spain because we were getting our flight from Malaga. So we didn't know if we were going to go. And then on the morning of the flight, we saw that it cleared up slightly, so we chucked everything in a suitcase and just went for it. And yeah, so my setup wasn't as beautiful as I wanted it to be because I just chucked everything in a suitcase, hoped for the best, got there and was like, I need lots of things that I'm missing, but okay. Again, just like trying to study light. I think this is somebody's work that I copied to try and understand how they managed to make it look like that. Saw a little sparrow. He was super cute. He was eating little stuff from our table, so I drew him. I drew this like cats are magic, and I was thinking of how can I make this a bigger piece, but it just didn't look good, so I've obviously forgotten about it. I'm pretty sure I'm copying someone's work here. If you recognize it, let me know in the comments, but I can't remember what it was. I think I just go on Pinterest sometimes and look up artists that I kind of want to emulate the style of because I really appreciate it and think it looks cool. Can't remember. Anyway, some more animals. I think this was also going to the zoo, just sketching animals. This is probably from pictures actually because they're too like done to have been a split-second drawing. This is some cute little kittens. I was thinking of how to display my stickers. Here is a thumbnail of a comic. This is my sister's cat in a little box, so cute. This is Zelda. Yeah, some more stuff. This is from a song, Phoebe Bridgers. This is from Lord of the Rings. Some houses, some comic sketches. I miss doing my little daily comics, so I might be doing those again soon. Some writing for a new horror comic, but I gotta finish the water park one before I can get started on this one kind of thing, because I just need to get it done. These are some truther sketches that I really like. My parents' dog. This is more sketches. Some doodles with alcohol markers. Is it alcohol markers? No, acrylic markers. I'm pretty sure these are the Copic ones, and I quite like them. But if you saw the recent video of mine where I'm using the Artex ones they sent me, I definitely prefer the Artex ones. Here are some more thumbnails and doodles of cats. I particularly like this one of Oreo. I think it just captures him. He's such a little sweetheart. So here is some more comics. I don't know if I put this one up. I don't think like people like this kind of style. I don't know. I don't know if they like it or they prefer digital style. More thumbnails and more kitties. This is Oreo again. This is Zelda. It's a pesto little face. Cutie. And yeah, Oreo again. Chaperone. For a second there, my mind went completely blank. I'm like, who is that again? I don't know why, because I love her. Just a random water doodle. Random person on TikTok wore this outfit and I thought it was really cool. Yeah, just messing about. So this is sort of my messing about thumbnail sketchbook, just doing random stuff in it. This is the anti-AI drawing that I never finished. And that's it basically. So you can see I use this sketchbook for all and everything in between. Some stuff is cool, some stuff I'm not so proud of. Definitely not a sketchbook that I'm like, oh, I want to show this off. In the past, I've been wanting to make sketchbooks that look really, really good. I don't know, there's that pressure, especially if you know you're showing it to somebody on YouTube. I guess I've let that go a bit on this one and just tried to use it as, oh, I need to do a thumbnail of something, so I'll pop it in here. And it's good to know I've got a couple more pages to use, actually. Yeah, that's really it, I guess. Thank you for watching, and if you stuck to the end, please subscribe and give me a thumbs up. It's super helpful, but that's everything. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.